Hello, guys. Welcome back. It is June 11th. It has been, what, maybe 5+ days? Had a great time in Colorado. Uh, Hiked about 30 miles over 3 days and 7,000 feet of elevation gained on those hikes. Had a lot of fun. It was very challenging. Drank a crap ton of water. Now I'm back and took a glass. Close, though. Yeah, I don't even know. Right? And so you'll see I have something new on the charts here. What? What is this? I'll explain that after this. Boom. Market opens, kind of just janks around, doesn't take the low. ES takes the low. And so I'm like, well, okay, cool. Long's gonna be in play. Boom. We just run. Boom. Push up. Take this London high. We have this for value gap over here, and this change of state, this giant order block, a little bit above it. Boom. Push down. Push up. Soup the 15-minute candle. And so I'm like, okay, we are good to go. Boom. Push down. No soup right here. Okay, can't take entry. Boom. Sell off. Boom. Then we get down here. Close below this. Okay, take that low. Boom. Open high, low, close. And I'm like, I want to take it, but I know I shouldn't. Don't end up taking it. It continues to play out at least a little bit into this imbalance right here. Okay, boom. We reject back up. Soup. I'm like, give me a soup right here. If this let this candle open high, soup that, and then let me get in here for that final rebalance to the low, right? Don't get that push down. Okay, can reject off of here, up, open high, soup, and I'm like, okay, that's good. That's really good for me. Boom, soup, enter right here. Boom. We go into profit a little bit. I was like, okay, we got to at least take these lows. Nope, we just go voom, straight into this unmitigated 1 minute inverse value gap. Yay! We love when price does that. Good thing is these ranges are huge because that's a 40. That's like a 50-point candle. That's like an 80-point candle. One of these is like almost 100 points. Like 109 point. That's crazy. And so took two contracts, realized okay, that's like double the size I needed to be in, or like just barely over double. So then took off half, and it was like $150 loss. So hey, protecting capital. But you'll see that I have this on the chart. What is this? It is volume with the sellers and the buyers. So what does that matter? Okay, we got the percentage right here. Okay, why does that matter? Okay, I've been experimenting with and even gathering data on getting better entries, right? Because my model is Turtle Soup CISD. In today's context, that works actually kind of well because like boom, stop loss there. Okay, take profits down here. So it's like a 1 to 3. That's kind of what I'm targeting for. Okay, but most of the time, I can anticipate where this soup is going to happen, where we're going to reverse from the failure swing. And so, here, let me, there, it's all the way back here. Is this a spot to do it at? I think so. Yes, up here is another spot to do it at. So, I don't even know when or where this is, but yeah, this is like later. But okay, so let's say we see this as manipulation. Boom, sell off, retrace. Actually, this really isn't the best one, but it's still good to show the principle of it. So if we believe manipulation's in, boom, we're putting in a failure swing. If this is my soup, where's the change in the state? Right here. And so if I think we're just going to take the low again, and then it's not a full reversal, okay, that's a 1 to 1.5. That happens a lot nowadays, where it's like the 1 to 1.5 just because the stop loss is so huge. And so I'm like, well, I know kind of where I want us to reject, right? I want us to push back up into this order block, this fair value gap, right? So if I'm expecting that, I can wait till we have this candle print here, I don't have the seconds replay. That would be helpful. This candle print here. This next candle open high. Boom. Start pushing up. So the buyers are high. Okay. Start selling then. And then this once the sellers take over, I've theorized that it's like 61, 62%. Once that hits, that's kind of when the candle like, okay, we're going in this way now. And so once that hits, I'm slapping in. And so whether that's like here or maybe even there, boom. I'm entering there. And now look, 1 to 9. And that's even if I get an up there. If I get an even low, it's like still really good. This is a really good example for it because the change in the state is so huge. But in most cases, it basically doubles the risk to reward that you get. And for what I'm seeing, so far doesn't drop the win rate too much, right? We might, okay, soup, push down, okay, soup one more time, then go. But I just re-enter. Okay, 1 loss and you're gaining double the art. That's worth it. And so I'm still collecting data on it. And that's what I'm doing on, oh damn. Well, missed that one. But yeah, I'm not trading. You know what? We're not even gonna we're gonna ignore that after this. Because I was doing something. Because that would have been soup. Yeah, I wish I had the seconds replay so I could go back in this because I bet you, boom, this it opens high, green, 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 starts selling off, and so my guess is like the flipping point is like there. Bingo. So it's not too crazy. If we're just to take that out, that's 3.8 versus a 2.5. That's a good bit, even if we come up and sweep it one more time. I don't think we are. I think we're just going to go distribute to the draw right here because we rebalance right to where I wanted to see it to, and then we close below here. So now we should just kind of run unless we want to stay in this range and mess around the rest of the day, which is a good thing that I missed this trade because yeah, we don't want to. Yeah, really, this should have been a good in. This was a good entry. It's just janky day tomorrow, SpaceX IPO, but that's basically what I've been testing out. And so if we see this right, okay, buyers 100%, 93, 93, okay, boom. Is that souped it? Didn't. But then look at the sellers take over 56, 53, 54, 60, 55, 37, 36, 41, 45, 57, 66. Boom, slap in. If we did soup it there, boom. And then target, like, I don't know, these, I don't even know. I want those lows, but, and then we can see, okay, it doesn't really matter how much it closes with because, oh, you can tell this one's going to be green. This one should be green. I think it's hard pressed to find a candle that, okay, if it closes green, the volume is going to be red. But just looking at it, it's like, okay, 80, 100, 93, 90, 88, 100. Yeah, it doesn't look good, but that's not a soup there, so it doesn't matter. And that's not that spot I'm totally expecting reject. But maybe this comes up soups that. But why did I open that? Cool. But yeah, that's basically all I've been trying to theorize. Because if I can increase my risk to reward without changing much on my win rate, that's huge. That opens up the possibilities of going to break even faster, which is something I haven't even tested out yet because I don't have I don't think there's many or any trading software that lets you use custom indicators in backtesting. Like I use TradeZella for my backtest. I can't use this indicator, so I can't see when the candle flips. I can see where I expect us to reject from, but sometimes the soup's up here and the candle closes all the way down here. And so I'm like, well, I just missed out on that much risk to reward. That throws, everything off. And then watch this play out. Watch if I like I called it. This is just probably should just run to the draw. Because why? Because we tapped in the spot I wanted it to. If this souped up here, I was ready. I was like, okay, please just open high, open high. Nope. That would have been a nasty catch because it would have opened high sellers would have took over pretty quickly, and it would have been like a that column 1 to 20. But hey, testing out some new stuff and first day back from a trip. So I kind of can't be mad. I just hate being hesitant now that I haven't been on the charts for so long. And so it's throwing me for a loop in this. But boom. So yeah, if we expect this area to reject, boom. Soup, where did the candle flip? Somewhere. So yeah, basically that's all I've been testing out. I'm not trying it on my real accounts until I get a lot more data. But once I get the data, we'll be good. It allows me to have way tighter stop loss. I can risk less. And hopefully somewhere in the future there's room for me to integrate this into more of a okay, boom, like if I think this is low, okay, soup, okay, just catch it, and then boom, start to break even, and then just trail, just to get my winning days, because that's going to be a problem in the future. Well, not really in the future, but getting those $100 days when I can trade when my model shows up 2 to 4 times a week. Okay, I kind of want the other, you know, 1 to 3 days to be able to at least make $100. So if I'm taking okay, soup, boom, once the candle flips, okay, boom, and right up. But that's time for another time. It's almost 11 o'clock, and yeah, so it's also cool to see like candles that have basically only bearish volume in them or bearish, just to see how they act, because you can tell, okay, boom, this is probably going to be a mostly yep, boom. I don't know, it's just very interesting to me. But watching this play out, it's making me, I don't know, not mad. Glad I entered at least once. I would have been mad if I didn't enter in any of this, because that's a decent entry, um, and stuff. But let me go put the where did I even? It was down here, right? Though, something like that. I don't remember where I put it. Ooh, I can control see it though, can't I? Oh, there we go. Now I can go drag that over. So hey. And granted, for something like this, okay, my same break-even rules apply. It's like, okay, push down here. Realistically, I could see a retrace back. Like, okay, if this would have pushed down here, retrace. Okay, if I go break even here, okay, yeah, we could come up, tap this order block, and then run. But we should just go towards the draw. We should retrace up into like a smaller PD array for value gap and then run. If we start disrespecting those and then come up here, yeah, that's kind of where it's iffy. And so it's the same thing of, okay, since we haven't really taken that, we have only taken that, but that's the counter that put in the soup. Well, if it was souped, okay, I still like shorts here. I'm not moving anything break even yet until we take this low. Boom, take that low, bring it in. Okay, then we have to start disrespecting some other stuff. But that's just what I've been doing. I'm excited to be back on the charts, excited that I was able to find a trade, didn't take too big of a loss, especially on a day like this where it's like, we kind of just go up, down, mess around, right? But hey, no, back in the game, got to get locked back in, and I'll be back tomorrow. And so, yeah, I kind of want to just pause this video and then resume it when this hits, but I kind of want to upload this and go to the bathroom. So I'll see you tomorrow.